Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I got a Junbpaw DC to AC 24 volt inverter. They sent me a 12 volt inverter and I liked it so much that and I guess they heard me talking about it. So they sent me an email wanting to know if I want to try it 24. And I said sure, definitely. So let's rip it open. It comes packed really nice. You got all your pertinent information here, product overview, protection, safety, environment, others, output, blah, blah, blah. You can read all this stuff yourself. Not much of a reader. And then it's a pure sine wave inverter. It's the LG 2080. It's a 24 volt. They have a 3080, which is, I'm sure, I don't have a use for one that big. This right here is perfect mid-size of the road for me. Middle of the road. It comes with a Cat 5. So you got a Cat 5 cable. Getting tongue-tied on the Cat 5 cable. Comes with a really nice little remote control. You can operate it with or without the remote control. On, off, and it shows you your hertz and battery voltage and all that. We'll hook that up shortly and show that to you. It comes with some 2-aught cables. Let's see if I can get this up here where you can get a nice look at it. That is copper cable. You can see right in there, copper in the end. It's not tinned copper or whatever. It's the nicer stuff. And then these things come with a really nice packaging. You can drop it, which this one did get dropped. The box did get damaged, you can see there. That's a pretty serious crush on the delivery people, and yet it's still in good shape. You can see from all the foam that it's got here, you could probably spike it like a mic drop and it would be all right. I don't recommend it. So let's get it out and take a look at it. Now it comes with rubber feet on it that you can slip right off in case you just need that extra bit of space, because you can see it raises it up about 1/8 of an inch, which is probably necessary for cooling. I wouldn't recommend going without something where you can get some airflow under it. Now it does come with, let's see, a GFCI. You can see where it has the test and reset. And let me get and you can see right in there it has a little shield that keeps debris out. And you can see right in here, right down in here, that's where you hardwire it. Just take that screw out there and take this cap off and hardwire it, put that back. Then you have a little USB port. Then you can put on what hertz it needs to be. And then here's for your remote control. There's a light for your on-off of your, let's still have a little bit of, there we go. And then, let's see, we'll take both of these off. Terminal protectors. You keep your terminals protected, so, and they're far enough apart so that you shouldn't make the mistake of short circuiting or bumping one wire to the other. It has 2 fans on it, and then a little information on the back. Pure sine wave power inverter, model number LGE 2080Ti. And hooking it up is pretty simple. Pretty simple. Let's see if I can lower this down a little bit, kind of get you a little bit more of a bird's eye view. So let's start with hooking it up. Since it's a 24 volt inverter, you either need a 24 volt battery or two 12 volt batteries. And when you do the 12 volt batteries, they need to be hooked in series. What I mean by hooked in series, they need to be hooked positive to negative, and I'll show you that. See if we can get this on here pretty quick. I don't have to do any fast forwarding or time lapse for you. see, I guess I'll probably keep that out a little bit. Be sure to get your washer on there, lock washer, get your nut. Now, you don't want to have them up like that because your little protectors won't fit on there. Let's see, make sure what you can see. They'll have to be down like this. And don't over tighten your little nuts. They're just plastic. So once you get this tightened up here, and you want to make sure everything's tightened so you don't have any chance of an arc on your terminals. All right, so we'll start with that. You can put them both on, but for right now, I'll just leave the other one off. It's right there. And then we'll start up here with the positive on this. You can see here, positive, negative, negative, positive. So to hook them up in series, you go positive, negative, and then you use these two terminals here and here. So this will be our positive terminal on the red one, the positive one. Now what we want to do, I'll take this little safety cap off there. Make sure it's nice and snug and tight because you don't want it arcing. All right, now when we go to put this negative on here, let's get this one loose. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I have a little light right here so I can kind of pre-charge the inverter. Oops, guess I got it. I forgot some LEDs are particular about polarity. You can see there when it's pretty much running a current through there. So we'll run a current through here, so we'll kind of pre-charge the inverter because it's not the big scary spark you're worried about. What it is if you have an arc in here and there's a loose wire somewhere, it can arc and burn a terminal or burn a wire a little bit. You don't want to do that. All right, that should do it. Okay, take our little safety hat off. Make sure they're tightened up. And you can test it to make sure if you're worried about it not being 24 volt, which is 26.92, because 12.8 equals the math. All right. So that's pretty much all that is to make a power bank. So now all you need to do is you can turn it on. You'll hear it start a little bit and shut down just because it's just what it's doing. All right, so let's go with our handy little remote control. Plug that in there. This is about 15 feet long, so that you could put it pretty much wherever you want to put it and have your remote control a pretty good distance away. So you can see there it says 60 hertz, and if that's incorrect, then what you'll do is adjust the hertz right here. See those two little white bars? Slide it up and down and adjust it to where it's 120 volts, depending on where you are. In Texas, that's what we use, or the US, however you want to look at it. So that's a lot of cable right there, so you can run it a long way. You don't have to have all this in your cabin or close to, you know, wherever you're sleeping, so you don't have to listen to the little fan blowing if that sort of thing bothers you. So let's plug this in to a heat gun. And what I'll do, so you know it's just not blowing cold air, I'm gonna put it on the plastic. It's kind of like when they winterize boats up north. They put that plastic on there and they go stretch it tight. Now these batteries haven't been charged in a while. One's a lead time, one's a redodo. So I haven't run across a really good battery that I'm crazy in love with in a while. I do like the lead time. That's a good battery. But that's about it. And even though this is a demo, how to use this product, this also can be a demo for a DIY power unit. This right here can run your refrigerator for hours and hours, depending on how big your fridge is. If it's zero, sub-zero, whatever. I know that this right here, as set up, will run a 5,000 BTU wind unit for about 6 or 7 hours if it's a newer one. And if I add a solar controller to this with about 800 watts of solar, and I got sunshine every day, I can just run AC all the time. Anyway, there it is. One of my favorite and bang for the buck Junbpaw. They got the 12 volt, and this is a 24 volt. Then they have a larger one that's a 3080, I believe. So pick out the one that you want. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not an affiliate or anything like that, but they know that I build campers, and they thought they'd send me one to let me try it out, and so far I love it. I'm going to pass this one on to a fellow camper. I do giveaways once in a while. People who comment the most usually end up getting something in the mail. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Take it easy.